Anywho, welcome everyone. I hope you're all comfortable. Hope you're all ready. We will be starting momentarily today's offering of King of the Castle. Allow me to introduce to you all Monarch Dimitry, first of their name, fresh out of the east. The Counts are back in charge, and we have a gallant but discreet individual to run the show. We are gallant, and so we are going to go for a military ambition to start with. Should our military dreams come to nothing, should they fail, we shall instead go for a stability ambition. We are going to try and be upfront and honest with people. We're going to try and keep our word and not break a promise. We're going to try and not do anything too underhanded or sneaky. But if I can deal with a problem privately, that's what we're going to do. So, hush hush, keep it between us. Unless, of course, it involves screwing someone over. We're going to try and be a good monarch. Here is everyone that's joining us to start with. A nice even split, 5 nobles per faction. Let's jump on in and review the starting stats. As you can see, the kingdom is very healthy. Oh yeah, there'll be no bug. Fantastic. Counts are dominating at the minute. Faith is high. We love the 9th god in this kingdom. Especially in the east. Let's go through. Let's say hello to everyone. The only thing we got that's a bit of a problem is the PATS 5 military, but that's even then that's pretty healthy. Like across the board, this is really good. Holy stats, exactly. Like I said, we had a golden age when the Vladims were in charge. Did the Counts have a 10-10? I don't think they did. I don't think we had straight 10s last time. We might get it today if we can buff their trade. And yeah, the treasury is now down to 3,500. Wait, are they the poorest region? No, they're not. The Grandees are. Advisor, welcome on in. Alright, joining us for the start of today's Dynasty, today's game. 9.75 must be a high score. No, I've seen straight 10s before. I've seen a straight 10s at least once. Welcome on in to all of our counts situated in the east. I hope you will be loyal and continue to support me. We have Countess Morgrim, Count Gagazi, Count Sultan. Oh, if I can, there we go. Countess Snotty and Count Chaz II. Welcome on in. I think Sultan Snotty, this is your first outing this season. Welcome to the East. I look forward to seeing you all in the game. Magic Bones, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I run this every Sunday and we have mild roleplay rules in place. Feel free to partake if you'd like. But if not, just understand that some of your fellow nobles will vote for things that won't necessarily help the scheme. We have our grandees starting off with a Grandee Whopper, of course. Grandee Dean. Grandee Advisor II. Grandee Magic Bones, new face. Grandee Simsies, another new face, welcome on in. And Grandee Gibbo, welcome, all of our grandees. And finally, Dean is not on a quest to bit a V. Dean is still on their first life. Our patricians, we have Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie, Lord Patrician Ephra, Lord Patrician Mero, Lord Patrician Ivan, and Noble Patrician Ultra. Welcome on in, all of the patricians. Now let's have a look-see here. It is time to start, I believe. Yes, let's go. Welcome, one and all. We shall begin as always with the path to victory. I'm going to lock us in. We need to go for a military ambition. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Of course. I came to power at the head of a triple rebellion, and I shall go on to cover myself in military glory. I shall be remembered as a conqueror. A warrior monarch is sure to be remembered fondly if they win more battles than they lose. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. I like how the backup to being a conqueror is a peacekeeper. Well, if you can't start a war, you may as well keep the peace. Let's meet you all at the council introduction. Hello, Sultan. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Now remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favour the East. Best never. Welcome on in. Unfortunately, you can't pick where you join, and you've been placed in the counts. I hope that's okay. Welcome aboard. You can only pick at the start of a new dynasty, I'm afraid. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of the state, you shall favour the East. The East is supreme. Now, introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. I think I double-clicked by accident. Might be back in an hour or two. That's okay, Whopper. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Alright, let's see. Who have we got from the patricians of the coast? We have Mero. Welcome on in. Yeah, I did. I didn't catch what I double-clicked over. My fingers slipped. A pleasure, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Don't worry, Mero. We'll do it. Howdy, howdy to you too. And finally, the Grandees. Advisor the Second, welcome. May the ninth God bless your reign, Your Majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and with faith. With that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will they be a good little monarch and do as they're told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan, just in case. Okay then. So, we're all good. It's time for the first vote of the game. Going into this, all we know at the minute is I like military. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from Queen Zenegiva, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? It may be for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright. Oh, I see it. I see the conquering hero. I see the puddle. The puddle is there. I'm going to open the vote. So, yeah. Hey! To vote, type exclamation mark, vote, plus A, B, C or D, depending on your option. And yeah, voting for the puddle. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Time for puddles. Poor Grim, why would you want the lesser puddle? People already starting to cause drama llamas, are they? What are you talking about? No, I think we're all good. Alright, that's 14 total votes. Yeah, that seems right. My Countess is a traditionalist, also a seabird. Okay. More defiance with bad music. Oh, okay, yes. What are you talking about? It's horticulture. Soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. They're outfitted in impressive new equipment for the occasion. As you climb up onto the shield and hold your sword aloft, you realise it's not going to be easy. Your arm quickly starts to hurt, your soldiers stagger and groan under your weight. Sure enough, one of your shield bearers trips on a loose cobblestone and drops you face first in a puddle. In full view of half the city, at least the only thing hurt is your pride. Alright, eyes down everyone. Time to pick your schemes. So we're going to meet your claimants and see how you plan to place them on the throne. From the east, Gromori, of the best never next Dynasty. Notorious Eastern Elder leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. Most excellent. Dimitry now sits on the throne and the counts are in charge, as they should be. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose them. Do we stay loyal to the new monarch, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Alright, counts of the east. A, loyalist. B, sorcery, making a deal with Pestia Bestia. Or C, intimidation, you're going to try and lock me up in the castle and force me to do what I'm told. Holy crap. Such loyalty. I have oh my god, a full sweep. Maximum loyalty. Ah. So loyal, I can crawl tax him every tax season, right? I joke. No real taxes, don't worry. That settles it then. Long live the monarch. May they bring glory and honour to the east. Does this not prove deserving of a tax cut? I think common taxes. I don't know if I can afford bribes. Maybe if I can afford bribes later. But we can always change our minds. If Dimitry ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of them the old-fashioned way, even if it's not our usual fare. Lamont Deck, hey Thrifty, how goes managing the kingdom? It goes good. Look at it. Look at the kingdom. We got a fantastic little staircase here. Lowest number in the stats that matter is a 6. It's fantastic. We're doing great. How are you doing? The Count's goal is to aid the monarch by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the monarch produces an heir and completes their ambition. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Tristana of the Gibbo Nexus lineage, well-known southern mischief maker, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, how will you put Tristana on the throne? Will you go A, a peasant uprising, B, raise religious fervour, or C, get me kicked out of the church with excommunication. Grandees, time to vote. Dean is going for fervour. Want a beer? Oh, God, I hate beer miracles. Oh, Simsies? Wait, why didn't it take Simsies? You may want to retype that. I don't know why it didn't register your vote there. There we are. But we're going for fervour, I think. As there's, what, 6 of you? Yeah, 3. That's a winning vote. Everyone's tired of the beer miracle. Leading... Oh, there was a space in front of the exclamation mark. I got you. Good luck. Yeah. Go enjoy your dinner. Brandy, claimant Tristana, has been chosen by the Ninth God to be the next queen. She has promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Nari, of the mutated zombie bush family, legendary coastal rapscallion, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Dimitry. Something must be done. Okay, how are we going to get Nari on the throne? Patricians, your options are subterfuge, where you're going to try and replace my council. B, conspiracy. Going to buy up all the debts and hold it against the kingdom, I'm pretty sure. Or C, corruption, where you are going to cause a big corruption scandal in the palace and use that to dethrone me. You rarely see... I see it occasionally. The trouble is, it's not a... it's one of the generic ones. People tend to lean into the ones suited to their factions. So who have we got? Mutated Zombie, Ivan, and Ultra Power. You may still vote. Give it a little bit of time. There we go. Mutated, thank you. I guess we're going for corruption then. The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 4. So it's okay. Alright, having a look. Grimory, my treacherous half-brother in the east. The counts are pursuing a loyalist scheme, so they want to help me keep my military high and try and run interference on the other region's schemes. Tristana, a false pretender of the south. Looking to pursue a further scheme. The Grandees want to make sure their own farming is at least 5 in 4 seasons time. It's currently at 7. So it's pretty safe. That's a pretty safe bet there. Unless we get mass famine events, but I don't think that's possible. And finally, Nari, my distant cousin. The patricians are pursuing a corruption scheme, and to start off with, they need to lower the kingdom's authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons time. Currently at 4, so, you know, could go either way. As long as the Pats keep me from raising authority, they'll be fine. I think with my loadout, as I'm discreet and I'm gallant and I'm fair-minded, I think we'll have Anomalous. Then I can wash my hands of things every now and again. Oh, here's a rare one. Well, I say rare, it's one I haven't seen for a while. Back when the game first came out, this arc happened quite a lot. The South has been prosperous of late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins in the latest takings. The whole region is awash with fake money. The council needs to act. Yikes. Okay, we want to invent a new coin that's harder to counterfeit, I think. That's what I would like. Okay, sing a song. Let's have a look. Right, I'll start the vote and then I'll sing. Vote how you please, everyone. What shall we do about counterfeit coins in the South? We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A careful commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. There we go. I hope that was worth it. Sultan, I hope I did justice to the song. Oh dear, I'm not exactly silky smooth voiceover here. It was. Okay, cool. What have we got? Offer a substantial reward if the counterfeiters are caught. It's a lot of money. Okay then. Fine, the council has spoken. Wait, Magic Bones, did it go through for you? Oh wait, no, you've already voted A. That's why it didn't get added on. Yeah, you can't change your vote, unfortunately. Over the next few weeks, the bounty hunters root out counterfeiters in cellars, hideouts and backrooms across the south. More than 100 forgers face a noose. All those bounties are eye-wateringly expensive, of course, but public trust in your currency soars. Controversy erupts when it is revealed that one of the counterfeiting rings is led by Grandee Magic Bones themselves. Of course, their fake gold is confiscated at once. I just took all your money. Oh no. Magic Bones, what were you up to? I'm sorry, I just needed a little extra cash. Is this public knowledge? Look, you got your bounty back, yeah. This is public knowledge, so I can't just... I think this fits. I think you actually choose if it's public knowledge. I think it is. I think it's... You know, Grandee Magic Bones has been hauled into court. I think jail is fine. I think this is like the proper response. If we could have handled it discreetly, I would have let them off with a warning. But it's jail time. Grandee Magic Bones is led away in chains, glaring at you with icy loathing, but the other Grandees are forced to admit the punishment fits the crime. Salutes in chat. Magic Bones has been imprisoned. But don't worry, Magic Bones II has now joined the council. I confess yes to the act itself, but never the betrayal of our sacred value of our people's honour. Let it be known, each coin forged was an attempt, not at personal gain, but at bolstering our strength against encroaching threats. Okay. I don't know. Not exactly the most airtight defence. Let's see. Kill count. We got someone in the dungeon already. Damn, first event of the game. Already got someone off the council. You do the crime, you do the time. Alright, what's horror in the east? Here we go. Your Majesty, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of my cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. Best next never. That sounds ghastly. Only a few have seen the beast and lived to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. I think we need the military. We're not going to do nothing. Vote A, please. Who's going to be the monster today? There's more than a few, isn't there? High Priestess upside down. What does a High Priestess mean? Call on you to be still and direct your attention inward. Listen to your own voice and wisdom. Okay. If it's blood-soaked fur, it can't be me, right? Well, we'll see. It could be feathers, right? Okay, that looks decisive. Let's go. Send in the boys. My God, the army never does it. The regiment marches in circles for weeks through swamps and mud, but fails to hunt down the elusive beast. When they return, many soldiers appear to have brought back some manner of disease from the bog. They're coughing, pale, and too weak to hold their swords. Meanwhile, the monster's attacks continue to menace the east. You hear reports say it no longer confines its attacks to the night time. Soon, peasants are too afraid to tend their crops, which lie rotting in the fields. This is awful. Awful. -4 points across the board. Ugh. May have found Pestia. Well, no, Pestia's got a special strain she was raising in that bog. You know? As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The counts with the Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, the patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the southern nuns. There's been a major scandal. Some of the nuns went out drinking and broke their vow of silence to sing rude songs about hedgehogs. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You need to pick someone else. Alright, I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. They were none the wiser. Yeah, the singer-song is on cooldown for like another 20 minutes, I think. Yes, tapping the sign. Yeah, it's counts. Of course it's going to be counts. My loyal counts. The Eastern Knights. I will make the arrangements at once. The Knights arrive a few weeks later. They're all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. It's a very, very rude song. Their multitude of pricks. Okay, There we go. What have we got? Let's see. Farming for the grandees. So for the grandees... Well, yeah, it's a Discworld thing. Oh. Damn, I can't believe I didn't realise that. Seedy aqueducts might be nice for the grandees if they want to boost their farming some more. The patricians may want F, the theatre, to lower authority more. What would be nice for me is E, the fortress, to raise military. So if you're in favour of me, consider the fortress. Hedgehog cannot be buggered at all. Yeah. I can't remember what books is it from. Is that from the Weird Sisters? Or is it one of the Night's Watch books? Sounds like something from Nanny Ogg. Okay, cool. So, it's in the Witches books, yeah. Here is everyone's money. Here are all the options. We're going to start the auction. Yeah, you jumped the gun, Chaz, but no worries. We're going to start the auction. Now, type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else that has bids will get refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. If you're looking to snipe, just try not to miss your opportunity. What have we got here? E and C, Fortress and Aqueduct. Not terrible. For some reason my gold seems to be missing. Yeah, it was all counterfeit. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, everyone. Counterfeit gold has gone. Whoa. Okay, that was a change up. We got the fortress and the theatre. Oh, of course, Ephra sniping. What a shame. It is, it is. What else have we got? Plague ship. Royal Navy stopped a ship in the harbour at Phalassus, Your Majesty. It's a merchant vessel from Dana, and the crew have come down with some kind of plague. The captain refuses to go home, saying his crew need food and medical attention before offloading any cargo. That ship is carrying fine silks and rare dyes worth thousands. I don't care what happens to the crew, we need to secure those goods. Tell me more about this plague. The infected have high fevers, oozing pustules, uncontrollable vomiting. Sounds like creeping scourge which bumped off half the kingdom a few centuries ago. Well, let's call a vote. Don't like half measures. Also, it seems a bit unfair to try and profit while the ships starve. So it's up to you guys. We can either allow it to dock and offload all its goods and the plague, or we can quarantine and toss the goods into the sea, or we can just sink the ship outright. It's up to you all. What's it gonna be? Patricians obviously want to invite plague into the nation. In fact, we have a coalition who want plague. Right, okay. I don't know why. Oh dear. Plague and profit, the old P&P treatment. Well, here we are. That's a grand total of 12. There's 5 people who haven't voted. I'm hoping it's just the patricians, because that'd be funnier. I think that's everyone going to vote. I'm sorry, democracy has spoken. The dyes and silks are carried into port, much to noble patrician Ultra Power's satisfaction, and the crew are transferred to the town's physician's care. Unfortunately, most of the crew perish, and the physician soon comes down with a creeping scourge, and it spreads and spreads, first along the coast and then across the whole kingdom. Your Majesty, the kingdom is in the grip of a full-blown plague. We must shut down the roads and quarantine the worst affected areas. Thousands die. Thousands die, soldiers die, leaving the armies undermanned, farmers die, leaving crops to rot in the fields. This is not good. On the bright side, the plague kills most of the people so swiftly that it burns itself out within 3 months. But it leaves the kingdom in a state of chaos and devastation. Well, well, well. High five. We needed those silks and dyes. Just like that, the nation has been brought to its knees. Oh no. Oh God. Your Majesty, a travelling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard, Your Highness. The best in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. A song, you say, about me? Why, of course. In fact, I have tune and verse all but ready. I have saved my best work for you, my monarch. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire? Oh, love. I want more stability. Let's have some love. Will do so, Your Highness. Absolutely. Give me but a few weeks and everyone within the Crownlands will know of your benevolence. Pray, I need only a small payment of 500 gold for your time. A discounted rate for one as esteemed as yourself. I think we need something good. Right? So, you know, 50-50. Take your money. Send positive vibes. So it's a coin toss. But for 500 gold, I'll take a punt. We need some stability, hopefully. The bard nods enthusiastically and heads out to do your bidding. Unfortunately, Sally is a better salesperson than a songwriter. She composes a song, yes, but it fails to capture the hearts of the people. You have it perform it for you, but it's abysmal. Nothing rhymes, there's no rhythm, and she doesn't even pronounce your name correctly. Dimitry? Monarch Dimitry? Scammed again? This is not going well, is it? No, it's not good. It's not too good. No, it's Dimitry now. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I'd prefer men, please, Chancellor. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You're marrying to the counts as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? I may need to marry a grandee for defiance reasons. You know? I think common tax for everyone is fine. You don't betray? Never break a promise? I guess, I mean, you could. Yeah, let's marry into the counts regardless. I'm good with that. Right. Did you promise? Apparently, yeah. before I took the throne. I've been told I have. Your Majesty, do you remember the bounties we placed on forgers in the south? Yes. The counterfeiters we've hanged so far will rank amateurs. Their coins were only convincing if you're a fool or drunk or both. But now we've rooted out a real professional. Her coins are so convincing, even I can't tell the difference. Let me introduce Penelope. Hello, Your Highness. Please don't hang me. Hello, Penelope. Penelope's skills are extraordinary. We should employ her at the Royal Mint to help us make coins that can't be forged. Hello, Deadman. Welcome on in. Where are you? Where are you? Where's Deadman? There you are, in the Counts. Welcome aboard. Or, better yet, we could use our expertise to track down other forgers. By the 9th, if we employ this outlaw, we make a mockery of the Monarch's justice. We send in a message that only execute insufficiently skilled criminals. Yeah, we want to make use of her. I think she can make up her crimes. I'm gallant, yeah. I think these are both good options, right? Wouldn't I do these? Is there a reason why I wouldn't? No underhanded actions? Are these underhanded? Yeah, I think this is all about future-proofing our economy against future counterfeit coins. Yeah, I waste in jail. Be thankful I didn't hang you. He's saying you're useful, your sentence is labour for me. Yeah, there we go. I think this is fine. I don't think... It's not like I'm letting them go for a bribe. I'm putting them to work to do something to help the economy repair itself. Ideally. Work out an agreement so things get sorted. Exactly. Look, we're future-proofing the economy. Let's have Penelope do some work for us. What are we going to have? That's 11 votes total, but I think there's a clear lead on B. Thank you, Your Majesty. I won't let you down. Frecky Goron, thank you for the follow. And hey, we made it to our follow goal of 610. And best next never, or best never next, sorry. Thank you for the follow as well. We play King of the Castle every Sunday. So hope to see you in next week's edition. But thank you very much for the follows, guys. I appreciate that. She's as good as her word under Penelope's eagle eye. There are no more counterfeiting in the south. Fake coins are rooted out quickly. And their forgers are hunted down. Hey, Chaz, thank you for the community sub. Gift sub. Dear God, what's going on? Thank you very much. I appreciate the cash. And oh, thank you, Magic Bones, for the Prime sub. I appreciate that as well. It's very special. The Prime sub, you have to update it manually. But yeah, enjoy a month of subscription. And oh my God. What was that? Who actually gave it? Now, I'm going to let you in on something. Guys, last week we had a train. I gave out that anonymous sub to get the train. I don't know who just did this, these 5 gift subs, but thank you very much. Everyone, thank the mysterious gifter. Oh, did you do it, Dean? Okay, yeah, you've done the anon. If you didn't mean that. But yeah, Gibbo, Snotty, W for Andre, Mystic Mara, and I Know Rules, who I don't recognise the name, but welcome to Tier 1 subs. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy ad-free viewing, although I only run ads on other streams. The only ads we have for King of the Castle is pre-roll, and that's just so that I don't have ads running. But thank you very much. And yeah. If anybody wants the... What is it? Hype Train emote? 100 bits is what you have to donate to get that. I just don't want you donating short change and not getting the emote if that's what you want. Of course, only give me what you can afford to give me. Thank you, Mero, for resubbing with Prime. I appreciate that as well. Holy crap. That's a lot. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. But yes, obviously, only give me money you can afford to spend. I only want your disposable income. Making use of the discount. Oh yeah, I saw something about that. They said that about, was it a couple of weeks ago? What is it? It's like when you buy a 5-pack, there's a discount on it, right? Yeah, it's not... Yeah. Dean Snotty says thank you. There you go. Enjoy your little kobold badge and enjoy your emotes. Alright, let's see. Magic Bones, thank you for the 100 bits. Enjoy whatever you get from the Hype Train emotes. Bundle gifts starting 5 and up. There we go. Alright. But the Grandees grumble, muttering that your forgiveness of such a criminal is a sign of weakness, not mercy. Ugh. Ugh. Grandees. Let's carry on, shall we? Thank you very much, everyone. Best, never, next. Remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying on peasants in the east? It's difficult to forget peasants being murdered and all that. I have reason to believe that the culprit might be one of my fellow counts, Count Deadman to be precise. The peasants believe that Count Deadman transforms into a colossal, bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights. That sounds unlikely. I agree, but Count Deadman has been noticeably absent from social engagements on the nights the beast has been seen. Well, what should I do? Pray, do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Count Deadman greatly for no good reason. I am discreet. Yes, thank you, Ephra. I beat you to the punch by a fraction of a second. I'll send a message to Count Deadman asking him to control himself. Yeah. You receive a reply from Count Deadman before the week is out. I can only apologise for my indiscretions. From now on I will confine myself to the dungeon when I experience my little episodes. I appreciate you handling this matter privately. There we are. Look, we're all happy. The dozens of murdered peasants will probably not call this justice. But the attacks do stop. Hopefully the matter is dealt with. There we go. Gotta look after the nobles. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Transfer leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Alistair, eldest son of the Eastern Deadman Dynasty. Oh my god, I'm marrying into the fucking... Oh, it's the Werewolf Dynasty. we go. Choo-choo, everyone. Time to keep your promises, yeah. He's a good-looking one, eh? And not a bad word is said about him. Everyone likes him, that's fine. He had a laboratory installed in his castle and spends most of his time there conducting bizarre experiments. He did have to suppress a peasant revolt on his land recently. I wonder why. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go. From the coast we have Marinus, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Merrow's estate. He actually looks like Merrow. He's always getting himself in trouble for some reason or another. He recently gave away half his fortune to the church, much to everyone's surprise. He's an absolute fountain of energy. No one can keep up with him. King Dimitry matched with Dead Man, truly monstrous times? Yeah. Guide me. No, it's Monarch Dimitry, actually. No, thank you. And finally from the south, Alfonso, eldest son of the Whopper lineage. Alfonso looks like a big shaggy lion. He's preoccupied with honour and has been in a few too many duels in his time. Like many in the south, he claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. He's got grand plans by all accounts and wants to change the world. No, thank you. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Let's see. I've made my decision. I am locked, bound by my word. It's going to be Alistair of the East. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Grandees are grumpy. Grumpy grandees. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Good news, my friend. Palace officials have been more accepting of my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. Better seat in the council chamber, access to the monarch's rooms when they're out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the monarch's staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidder. So, what's next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the Chancellor and the rest of the monarch's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the monarch. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the monarch as an incompetent fool and be much more open to our bribes. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, listen. Financial incentives are here. Stop those counts? Why would I stop the counts? They're on my side. I never see I've used it a few times, but I have to have like very specific roleplay to lean into these. Also, that stop the count is just kind of awkward because there's a delay on stream anyway. Is it underhanded? I don't think it is. It's just incentivizing you all to do the right thing. Yeah. Goodbye, Monarch's vote. Hello, Golden Choice. Let's get the money. There's a lot of new faces. I want you all to be able to get money. I freaking hate goddamn patricians. Patricians! You're like, we want to lower stability. What should we do? Oh, let's summon a sea monster. This is going to be fantastic. Let's Let's start with a terrible curse. Lord Patrician mutated zombie bush rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the 9th, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks. By the 9th god, get away from me. It was one of my citizens. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. Alright. I think we ought to deal with this, so we can have her tested or send scholars to figure this out. We're going to very quickly nip to the bathroom and back. I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, I return. Okay, what have we got? Have the so-called witch tested? Okay, sending in the priests. Oh. You arrange for a priestess of the 9th god to question the accused. The church does not look kindly upon witches, particularly if they're cursing a noble for no reason. After several days of questioning and burning of incense, the priestess makes her announcement. The accused is innocent. Being settled down, a mutated zombie bush eventually admits that some new pomade may be to blame for his hair troubles. Okay, let's deal with this now. And Kraken, a real life, honest to knife Kraken just outside my harbour off the western shore. We should send our navy to subdue the beast at once. Our Kraken has every advantage in a sea battle, your majesty. Perhaps a lighter touch is preferable. It's said the Kraken can be appeased by an offering of living creatures. Heretical nonsense. You cannot be considering this, your majesty. I think I'm going to pay you to leave it be. It's just a wild animal. It will move on its own. Let's not tempt fate here. Let's just let it be 500 gold apiece if you vote C. C for golden choice. We don't need a sacrifice. No, no, no. That's mean. That's wrong. That's bad. We do not feed the Kraken. We do not fight the Kraken. We let the Kraken sail on by. Eventually it will figure out where the Isle of Saul is and leave us alone. Okay? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. How are we looking? Okay. Golden choice is on C, everyone. If you've yet to vote, now's the time. I'm going to do a countdown in chat. 3, 2, 1. And I'll be moving on. Boom, boom. 55% is 100% in 55 out of 100 cases. That's true. We're practically, it's closer to 100 than it is to 0. Ergo, it is in fact 100. Yes! Yes! To your great surprise, it doesn't take long for the Kraken to indeed grow bored and disappear. All in all, there was minimal impact to Lord Patrician Bulbasaur's trade routes. Sometimes a job well done is a job not done at all. Fantastic. We are so good right now. Your wedding to Alistair is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Alistair at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do, Archbishop. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Alistair laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which he flatters you outrageously. By the time you find yourself alone with Alistair, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You danced so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? Yeah, I suppose. This shocks him at first, and then he smiles. Me neither. Still, I suppose it's a game we must play. Let's drop the act, shall we? With pleasure. Well, what shall we talk about? I'm so used to steering a conversation to safe waters, I've forgotten how to let it run its natural course. Ugh. What are you most passionate about? Hope you don't find this dull, but I have an interest in the material sciences, specifically the transmutation and transformation of elements. It's actually more interesting than most things, truth be told. Glad you're not another religious zealot. The Archbishop is a pompous old fool, isn't he? From there, the conversation flows like fine wine. You pass the bottle back and forth, joking about the greedy nobles and the self-righteous Archbishop. At the night's end, you join your husband in bed, feeling for the first time that you've glimpsed his real feelings. Your boy got a good education? That's great! Fantastic! Hey, here we go. The Vale. The Brotherhood, or the Sisterhood, the Counthood of the Vale. Deep in the backrooms of the Royal Palace, the Eastern Counts are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by coloured string. The Monarch has married Alistair at last. Now they just need to get on with producing an heir. We can't hold off the other regions forever. Indeed. The clock is ticking. The patricians have managed to erode the Monarch's authority so much that the palace officials are now freely taking bribes. Why, I caught my servant with a new gold necklace just last week. We got to keep up our efforts. Monarch Dimitry isn't going anywhere on our watch. The Counts must continue to aid the Monarch by countering the other regions' schemes. They will win the game if the Monarch produces an heir and completes their ambition. Okay, here we go. The prophesied Ninth Herald. Yeah, we actually married who the Loyalists wanted. Don't you worry. The prophesied Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celestath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Tristana, who hails from a farming town in the Southern Hills. Or so the grandees claim. Ha ha! Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Tristana. I knew you could do it. Praise be to the ninth god. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false monarch. The people... Oh, God. Okay. Alright. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. Well, well, well. If it isn't the Chaos Alliance again. This is the third time in this dynasty we've had everyone scheming to lower stability. The next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Hot damn. I hate it. Counts, I need stability. Counts, if you can hear me. We need things to stay stable. Oh shit, crawlers? Oh no, not again. Didn't we deal with them like 100 years ago? Okay. Behold, your highness. Grandee Dean pulls aside the tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Grandee Simses. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. Simses, I'm sorry. A sad sight, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your majesty. This is all that remains of my fellow Grandee. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the south. Isn't there a fairy tale about the Stone Maiden? Old women scare their children with tales of her, yes. She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking to terrorize the kingdom. She must have ambushed Grandee Simses on his latest vineyard inspection. Please, your highness, we must do something. Salutes in chat, a second Grandee has left the council. Kill count has hit number 2. Simses has been killed by the Stone Maiden. Sorry, Simses. But don't worry, Simses II will take their place immediately. You know what? This is an actual emergency. Statue's so pretty. Yeah, it is. We'll put it in the garden somewhere. I think I know a wizard. Golden choice on A. We need to nip this in the bud. Vote A for golden choice, everyone. Oh, mutated zombie. Sorry, you jumped the gun. You'll have to retype it in a moment. I think you have to wait 30 seconds before you can repeat it. Yeah, no worries. I'm just making you aware. I don't want... Oh, there you go. You got it, I think. Yeah, there you go. Is it Pestia? It's not Pestia. It's not Bestia. It's the hottest wizard. Alright. 11, which I think is, generally speaking, the number that vote. Have we had anyone join while I've not been checking? No, I think this is it. 12, there you go, Chaz. You got in just in time. Alright. Golden choice, everyone. Enjoy the money. You send out word that you need a wizard and fast. A few days later, one arrives, and it presents a hideous spectacle indeed. The wizard is a smoking ruin of twisted slag, mouth stretched in a silent scream, carried into your throne room atop a palanquin. You set down carefully by a team of sickly-looking apprentices. I hear you are having trouble with a woman who turns people to stone. A matter I regretfully have some experience with. Ha 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 ha. That was a joke. I can make this problem go away for the advertised fee and a small sacrifice. All I require is one of the Monarch's teeth. I just remembered to floss. This will make flossing, if anything, easier. You survey the worried faces on your nobles. Allowing this wizard to pull your royal tooth looks weak, but you're condemning your citizens looks cowardly. Fine, take the tooth. One of Gordius's apprentices steps forward and whips out a pair of pliers. It's over in a flash. Thank you, Your Majesty. This will make a fine addition to my collection. That really hurt. At least Gordius sticks to his promises. Within a week, the Stone Maiden's eyes are dark. She's a statue once more, silent and unmoving, with village children dancing around her and pigeons making messes on her head. Okay, let's have a look-see. Let's deal with this, okay. Your Holiness, our mutual friend, Count Nilawa. Oh, Nilawa, are you here? I didn't see you join. Welcome on in. Yeah, it's a rough day. It's a rough start, you know. Our mutual friend Nilawa has discovered a nest of crawlers on a new tract of eastern farmland. Naturally, we grandees recommended he fill the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to the other regions and endanger our crops. But Nilawa refuses to do so. Alright. Serfs have gone missing, Your Highness. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Legends speak of the crawlers living in great cities, beneath the soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We should leave the land to them. They're not to be trifled with. Assemble the council. We have dealt with crawlers before. My predecessors, the Vladims, destroyed these servants of the 7th. We shall do so again. Thank you, Your Highness. We're not just going to ignore the problem. We're going to deal with it. Either we abandon the land or we investigate. Oh dear. Who joined, actually? I did see Gibbo. Oh, okay, Gibbo, I think you've already been here. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're going into the tunnels. Everyone, bring on your hard hats. We're going into the tunnels. Very well. Who will we send on this most unfortunate mission? Soldiers from the east. By Xenia's ashes, Your Majesty, we'll sort this out. Just you watch. Unfortunately, your investigators drop off the face of Celestath as soon as they leave on their journey to the tunnels. Oh dear. Count Nilawa bides his time, but many peasants move away. Oh! not looking good. Oh, the stats are getting a bit ropey now. We're a bit mid. We've had a plague. Oh, yikes. Okay. We've had a plague, and now we got crawlers. We've had the Stone Maiden. We've had a Kraken. I mean, the wheels haven't completely fallen off, but we are not. We're not looking happy. Ah, Dimitry, I've come to ask a favour. I recently purchased a very rare reagent from one of my alchemical studies, a Zycurian Black Pearl. Tragically, it's been delayed. I was buying it from noble patrician Ultra Power. Be a great favour to me if you could chase it up on my behalf. Okay, let's go. How exquisite. Let me know how you fare. You summon noble patrician Ultra Power to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Greetings, your serene highness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my husband. Lamentably, I cannot give you the Black Pearl just yet. These pearls are worth quite a lot at the moment, more than any simple white pearl, and the supply has dried up ever since the merchant vessel sank on the way back from Valamir. My point is, I'm afraid the price the King Consort paid will no longer cover the cost of the item. But you had a deal. Yes, and I'm altering the deal based on the circumstance. Pray the pearl's price does not rise again. Don't give me this Darth Vader crap. Will I pay for it knowing that I'd be bankrupting the nation? No. Hand me the pearl or I'll have you locked away for fraud. Fraud? I'm doing no such thing. I think you have a hard time convincing the other patricians of any wrongdoing. How about a slight discount then, since you are the monarch? That's an increase in how much the treasury loses, right? Pay up or fraud? Jesus Christ. Would I... Okay, let me have a think. What would I actually do? Is it underhanded to lock them away for fraud? I don't think it is it? No, because this is like just reneging on the deal. Because they are actually, yeah, paying is private, yeah, but, I mean, I'm trying to handle it privately, but Ultra doesn't want to pay. Yeah, off to the dungeons. Noble Patrician Ultra Power is a picture of shock as you have them hauled off to the dungeons. Later, you order their mansion served for the search for the missing reagent. Alistair receives the Black Pearl before week's end. He's most pleased with it. Meanwhile, the other nobles clamour and grumble about the unlawful arrest. It's not unlawful. Salutes in chat. Ultra, if you're still about, you've been put in jail alongside Magic Bones. The kill count climbs ever higher. But don't worry. Ultra the Second has joined the council. So you continue to play. You can be upset all you want, but, you know, I got my pearl. Okay, so, here's the deal. Here's the ding-dong dealio. The Grand Pat Alliance, if you will, would like F the prison to lower stability. Katori, welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Welcome aboard, sir. Yeah, we got our loyalist counts. Dimitry's here. We're going to have another count lineage. So the prison will lower stability. I would like military. There's nothing for it. So anything to help boost authority. A monument is nice. So aid a monument to bolster authority. Otherwise... Oh. Yeah. Counts, if you could give me the monument, that would be pretty good. I think the prison's probably going to get through. Here is everyone's money. This is the financial situation. And we shall start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will get a refund. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. I know some of you like to snipe. Alright, what have we got? D and A, Observatory and Monument. Wait, what? 10 seconds! Go, 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 go! What the hell's happening here? God damn it, this was the worst thing ever. Ephra, why the theatre again? Oh my god. Oh. Both stability and authority go down a notch. Oh my good god. At least it was expensive. Let's deal with the monster unleashed. My parent-in-law. It's a day like any other. You're sitting in the council hall listening to your nobles argue about something or other. Today's session is getting particularly heated. By all the glitters, my good count. You must understand my position. We simply cannot lower tariffs. Your profiteering will leave me penniless. Penniless! Oh! Oh dear! Get away from me! I feel faint! Good grief, he's having a heart attack! I have half a mind too. Two! Oh! Before the astonished eyes of the council, Count Deadman's flesh ripples and bulges, jet black hair spreads across his body. Huge gleaming claws sprout from his fingers. Help your husband? No, it's my husband's father. It's my father-in-law here. With incredible speed, Count Deadman pounces upon Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbasaur and clamps his jaws on the screaming Lord Patrician's throat. Blood sprays across the faces of the rest of the council. Shock gives way to panic when the monster turns its glowing eyes their way. The council hall fills with shrieks and blubbering. Salutes in chat. A patron of the arts, the original theatre kid, has fallen. Ephra the First has died, only to be replaced by Ephra the Second. Sweet ninth above! Your Eastern Knights charge, reciting battle poetry as they swing their swords. The monster tears them apart one by one, splattering the walls with blood, but suffers dozens of wounds. What a performance! Yeah, it's not in... This isn't a flash mob, okay? Get out of here. Once your honor guard are dead, the monster leaps on you, sinking its scarlet fangs deep into your shoulder. But then, with a final shudder, it dies as the last of its blood gushes from its wounds. You stand there, gore-soaked in the council hall, catching your breath and clutching your injured shoulder. The cowardly nobles have fled, taking advantage of the monster's distraction. Only the Spymaster and Marshal remain. Dead man! Ripper Dipper, you've been killed. But don't worry. My brother-in-law, Deadman II, has taken your place. Kill count climbs up to 5. Holy shit. It's a big death toll today. There may be a startled Garnet sitting very still in the rafters, yet the were Garnet. You don't see that every day. Are you alright, Your Majesty? I need medical assistance. The Marshal fetches the royal physician, who hurriedly begins bandaging your shoulder. Rumour of the attack quickly spreads among the peasants, who promptly panic, declaring half the nobles are secret monsters. The wound is slow to heal. Thankfully, it doesn't appear infected. Your physician expects a full recovery. Fantastic. A laughing stock? Oh dear. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Montagu Chickensteel has written another smash hit. All the theatres in the capital are showing it nightly. What's the problem? The problem is, the new play features a character obviously based on you. I don't like where this is going. The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is upended over their head as they sit on the throne. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching this play. The theatres are packed. You must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as Monarch Biffo. Well, I think censorship and fake arrests and all the rest of it, I think that's pretty underhanded. So the only option I've got is to attend the play myself. A shocked silence falls in the theatre as heralds announce your arrival. You wave from the royal box as the actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. What are you waiting for? The play begins. Soon enough, the clown monarch arrives on stage, comedically tripping on their own road. They somehow found an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped upon this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with a custard-drenched monarch handing their crown to the deserving hero. All eyes turn to you. How do you react? We're going to climb up onto the stage. Of course. We're not going to run away. The actors shrink away from you. The audience are deadly silent. Everyone's terrified of what you do next. Congratulate the actors on a hilarious play. The audience break out into relieved cheers. The actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude. After that, the whole capital can only talk about nothing but your good humour and mercy. Your marriage to Alistair has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own will do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Alrighty. Thank God. Okay, cool. We just got to keep ahead of the chaos agreement over here. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of her hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Tristana and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up to put her on the throne. They'll come around. The Monarch's golden age can't last forever, can it? The Grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Sultan, I have done cousins occasionally. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever really done a bastard. I've done occasionally if I've got someone that's partied or done a chastity run, giving it to a member of the small folk, a adopted child. But yeah, cousins, I'll do a cousin if I've not got a good relationship with the spouse. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Birds are singing, the market's in full swing. Do you hear that on the wind? You can make out the laughter of children playing a game. Ah yes, delightful. Wrong! Wrong! It's horrible! The kingdom is totally serene, and our plans are in ruins. The Monarch's advisors are happy with their rule. We can't buy their loyalty. Believe me, I've tried. The Pat's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Right. Hate to say it, everyone, but the treasury is kind of running low. I would like to fix that. So we're going to cruel tax, get some more cash. Oh god, okay, here we go. Let's start with stargazing and end the crawler problem. This simply cannot go on, Your Majesty. These arch boffins think they know everything, but they know nothing in the Ninth God's wrath. Oh, Gibbo, what's happening? Please, Your Majesty, we found the perfect site for an observatory, high in the southern hills. But it's on Grandee Gibbo's Nexus's lands, and he refuses to let us build there. Such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and close as the Ninth God intended. Who put you up to this idea? I bet it was one of those counts, like KotC Blueberry. No, it wasn't you, KotC. I don't mind washing my hand of this. This seems like a personal matter. A matter of personal conscience. I would say if the Grandees don't want it, we should probably forbid it. But it's up to you all. Anonymous voting in effect. There will be no judgment. There will be no monitoring of votes. Vote however your personal conscience dictates. Oh dear. Okay, 11. I think we might have a few more people. Oh, okay, yeah, we did. So what's that now? 12? I think A is far and ahead in the lead. No one can look at... No, well, I mean, I'm role-playing. I'm just saying, like... I mean, to be honest, I'm not going to look anyway. Because I'm not really too worried about this. Let's see what we got here. The Grandees grumble and groan, but the construction goes ahead. Over time, the observatory provides new jobs and brings many travelling scholars to the area, paying for itself many times over. Fantastic. A lot of heretics in this chat. Listen, we praise the Ninth here. Alright. It's been many moons since we last heard from the soldiers we sent into the tunnels on Count Nilawa's land. We must act before this crueler menace spreads to the other regions. Peasants disappear and sinkholes swallow villages whole, while Nilawa hides in his castle and does nothing. Belligerent fool! Imagine their retaliation if we anger them directly. I would rather abandon my estate. I think we ought to fight. Let's go. Grandees, attend me. Summon your musketeers. Summon your men. You have the strongest military in the nation. Let's go. Golden choice on B. Let us gather the grandees to the banners and let us fight this menace. They must be driven off. We must purge the servants of the seventh god. We must break them. Break them as our ancestors did in the Vladim lineage. All of them, or every banner, every man. Turn your ploughs into halberds and let us go. We march in the morning. Here we go. 60% is pretty much 100%. You know, it's more than halfway to 100. It's good enough for me. Golden choice going once, twice, 3 times. Gold. Let's go. Hey, a bloody battle ensues. Oh dear. The creatures are terrifyingly organised and completely ruthless. Though motivated, the southern soldiers are no match for them. Huge swaths of people are pulled beneath the earth, still alive and screaming, never to be seen again. This is not auspicious. This is not good. Soon after, the tunnels close of their own accord, as if the crawlers are no longer interested in fighting. The counts abandon the area and pretend that nothing ever happened. Suma, hello. Hello, hello. Where's Suma? There you go. You've been placed in the patricians. If I can... There we go. Get it to pop. Welcome on in. Money? Yeah. 1,000 money. We like to play with some roleplay. I'm role-playing. Many of the regulars are. I want to be known as a conqueror, but I feel like, yeah, we've been conquered by plague, and now we're being conquered by crawlers, conquered by swamp pox. I don't think I've had a single good roll for the military. Over the course of the winter, you find yourself plagued with horrific dreams. Oh dear. You're running through open woods full of screams as your colossal jaws bite beasts and human alike. You're always hunting, always hungry. The council has noticed your lack of sleep. As you become tired and irritable during court sessions, something must be done. I'm going to go hunting to sate my urges. You set out on your steed and spend a weekend preying on game in the Blackworld, the dark and ancient forest not far from the capital. Yet strange urges creeping. Like you want to jump on your prey and rip them apart with your own teeth. The dreams only grow more vivid. Yeah, we gotta hang in there. Here we go. I need to get a grip, honestly. I need that iron choice. Okay, let's work up from bottom to... Terrible accident, losing relevance, and then a visit from the Spy Master. If you do, it's game over, Sultan. Your Majesty, I'm afraid I have some dire news. Count Captain Chaz II was found in the palace gardens this morning. He was attacked by something. Torn limb from limb. He was technically your guest at the time. We must make every effort to assure the Counts it was not intentional. Chaz, I'm sorry. Salutes in chat. Chaz the second has passed on. Been ripped apart by some beast, I don't know. Chaz the third will join the council in their stead. Kill count. What are we at now? 6? Holy crap, I'm not even trying to kill anyone. More meat for the grinder, everyone. You suddenly recall the night before, dreams of blood and gore, ripping a helpless noble apart with your powerful jaws. Your Highness, are you listening? Tell the Counts he was killed by a wild beast. Despite your well-crafted story, the Counts are not so easily appeased. One of their own dying while under your protection reflects badly on the crown. But more urgent is your knowledge of what you did. You have become a monster with an insatiable hunger for fresh meat, human or otherwise. Actually, I could get used to this. The ninth god had not wanted this for you. It would not have happened. Rather than shy away from your newfound powers, you embrace them, indulging yourself with regular midnight hunts. Soon local peasants are afraid to go out at night, and rumours of a terrible bloodthirsty beast spread across the Crownlands. This morning you'll be cutting a ribbon on the new library, then giving a speech at the gardening festival. I prepared some inoffensive jokes about the flowers for you. Hang on, isn't there meant to be a council meeting? Why, yes, your majesty, but the nobles told me you weren't attending a council meeting anymore. They said you were happy to let them decide matters of state. I said no such thing. Are they trying to cut me out of ruling my own kingdom? I'll have their heads on spikes. Oh dear, quick. Let's head to the council hall. We might catch them before the session begins. Oh, your majesty. Forgive me for not bowing. We didn't expect you to be here today. What's the meaning of this? Oh, don't take offence, your highness. We thought you'd be relieved to have the reins of power taken from you. What gave you that impression? I'm your monarch, damn it! By the ninth, your highness, anyone can see you're not fit to rule. Let's take care of things from now on. Would that be so bad? Is this all this game is? Reading? There are votes, King Rockstar. But pretty much, yes. Let's order Simses II. You shall be beheaded. Take him away. As Grandee Simsis is dragged away, begging and pleading, you turn to see the other nobles are bowing and scraping before you. That's better. Salutes in chat. Simses II has been taken away and decapitated, but Simses III will join in their stead. Seven, yeah, the kill count climbs ever higher. You may have noticed we've got a bit more bloodthirsty now. Yeah, that's it. We're rattling through it. A visit from the Spy Master. What else have we got here? Your Majesty, I come to you with a sensitive matter. What is it? It's become clear that King Consort Alistair is utterly despised by the common folk. He can't appear in public without being mercilessly mocked. Unfortunately, appearing in public is the only thing your husband is really required to do. How could they despise my dearest Alistair? He's so suave and sophisticated. By all accounts, Alistair is a charmer when in the company of fellow nobility, witty and sophisticated. But when he addresses the peasants, his manner changes. In his speeches, he's stuck up and condescending. I don't like to pry into your personal affairs, but if your husband's popularity continues to plummet, he could be at risk. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. It's my duty. Your Majesty, shall I fetch your husband so you can discuss this matter with him? Yeah, let's talk to him. What is it, my dear? I hear the commoners have turned against you, Alistair. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they love me. After all, who doesn't? The commoners don't, and stop pretending otherwise. I'll admit they haven't warmed to me as quickly as I expected, but that'll change. I'll pay for you to take public speaking lessons. You think I need lessons? How could you even suggest such a thing? I absolutely refuse. Then I'll station more city watch when you address the public. That's hardly necessary, but thank you. Oh shit, okay, here we go. The south swells with a sudden influx of devotees from across the kingdom. They've come to see the Knights Herald Tristana in action. In the picturesque town of Tinamesca, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to a curious applause. Two figures stand in an alcove nearby. If our army were strong enough, we could take the palace by force. Why are there two options doing nothing? What two options? A crusade? That sounds promising. Though I suggest we leave it up to the Ninth God. Surely he will intervene on Tristana's behalf. Okay, Grandees, you can launch a holy war to claim the throne, or pray for a miracle. What's it gonna be, Grandees? I mean, I see it. Alright. I see it as clear as you do. Okay, we're going for the miracle. Okay, let's have a drink. Let us join in prayer, fellow Grandees. The end of Monarch Dimitri's illegitimate, godless rule is upon us. Our claimant Tristana is poised to take the throne and usher in a new golden age. We need only wait for the miracle. For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must keep their faith at 10 for one full season. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme, along with some other faces that the monarch might recognise. Oh dear. Greetings, Lord Patrician. I'd like to introduce you to some friends of mine. Good afternoon, noble patricians. A pleasure, as always. Hello, is this a place? Ugh, smells like fish. Wow, I take it you found my colleague's arguments most persuasive then. Indeed, Lord Patrician Ivan made some excellent points about the monarch's incompetence. The most persuasive part was a giant bag of gold. Haha. Unfortunately, the Spymaster and Chancellor still remain beyond our grasp. But with these two in our pocket, we can do great things. We just need to decide our approach. Either A, bankrupt the kingdom and buy the throne outright, lowering treasury, or B, bring down the monarch in a bribery scandal, raise others' defiance. What's it going to be? Patricians only vote. Patricians, what do you want your final stage of your scheme to be? Right, I guess that's that. Cool. So after all this, our plan is to make the Monarch look like the corrupt one. Yes, after all, isn't their court absolutely rotten with brides and scandals? Worse than it's been in centuries. Of course it is, and we're to blame. The general public don't need to know that part. We just need to ensure the other nobles hate the Monarch enough to support our version of events. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise the other region's defiance to a combined total of at least 10, or ensure another region begins a rebellion. Okay. Right. Counts are remaining loyal. Grandees want to keep their faith at 10 to win the game. And the patricians need to either raise others' defiance or see a rebellion happen. At the moment, the Grandees are going to win at the end of this season. Grandees are on the verge of a rebellion as well. I just realised that. Oh dear. God, okay. I think we're cooked. Let's start with a new honour guard. The deaths of your honour guard in the line of duty was a tragedy, your majesty, but we don't have time to mourn. We must replace them at once. The Monarch needs protection. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The council with the Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. The patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the Grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Of course, since your previous honour guard were Eastern Knights whose armour couldn't save them from a hideous fate, the other Knights in the East are all unaccountably busy. I think we're going to go Coastal Gladiators. A gang of lowborn crooks who turn themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? I wouldn't want the nuns because I'm a werewolf. So this is it, yeah. I await your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. I want someone morally flexible. So it's got to be the Coastal Gladiators. Very good, your majesty. I will make the arrangements at once. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed. Eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry, they gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Nuns prefer singing about hedgehogs in silence, yeah. Oiled everyone. Bad news, your majesty. Remember how you increased security around your husband's speeches? No. What has happened now? At his latest speech, the common folk pelted him with tomatoes and rotten eggs and dung, and an entire turnip, which broke his nose. At which point Alistair lost his temper. He ordered the palace watch to wade into the crowd and start swinging their swords. The Reign of Terror is here. How many dead total? 12, your majesty. 11 peasants and 1 watchman who slipped on a tomato and accidentally impaled himself on his own halberd. Given the circumstances, it could have been worse, but the common folk are on the verge of a full-scale riot. Where's Alistair? For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I should have kept a cooler head. I'll defend my husband. Even after everything I'd done, you would defend me? I don't feel I deserve it, but thank you. The counts are grateful that you're defending the king consort, but peasants are outraged. For a week, riots grip the capital. Not good, not good. Honorary member of the Drowned Rose? What, Alistair? Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. Hold on, where's my D3? A 1, my son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your August Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name? Dimitry number 2. Excellent, your esteemed highness. I'm sure little Dimitry II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. Okay. No rebellion. No rebellion. Oh, last chance. The counts are gathered in the empty council hall late at night. A new report from one of their spies has just come in. Drakov's bones. The grandees have been planning to get the so-called Knights Herald on the throne, and they've whipped up enough support from the peasants to possibly go through with it. Is it too late to stop them? Maybe. I don't know what their final move will be, but it won't be long now. We just have to delay them long enough for Monarch Dimitry to solidify their power. It shouldn't be long now. Our monarch is on the verge of greatness. I can feel it. The counts must continue to aid the monarch by countering the other region's schemes. They'll win the game if the monarch completes their ambition. Oh! 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 Damn! That's not good, is it? Right, for some reason we can have an observatory in the coast. It was good going. It's time for the beer. It's time for a big drink. Okay, here's everyone's money. Doesn't really matter what gets through. Wowie, an observatory in the coast. Praise the 9th, everyone. Let's start the auction. Type exclamation mark fun, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will get a refund. This is very disappointing. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in. But there is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Oh dear. A and B, Thieves Guild Library, why not? Boom, 10 seconds, there we are. What? Oh, hold up. What did we get there? Oh, the aqueduct and the library. Fantastic. Look at that. 666 for farming. Yeah, cheapest auction. Well, there was nothing to spend money on, really. Oh, great and holy highness. The standoff with the grandees is becoming untenable. How do I make it tenable, Archbishop? I do have a proposition, in fact. Of course, you are the true monarch, as we all know, but Tristana has many devoted followers, and not just in the south. I was hoping we would come to a diplomatic agreement as it were. Otherwise, I fear a schism may develop in the church itself. There are already rumours that the High Inquisitor favours Tristana. I'll not parley with usurpers. I urge you to reconsider, Your Highness. An iron fist may not be ideal in this scenario. A handshake could prevent a civil war. I've arranged for a meeting between you and this herald. It would be held on holy ground within St. Bertrand's Cathedral itself. Perhaps the holy presence of the Ninth God will reveal a path forward. I'm the Monarch afterwards. Oh, of course, Your Highness. You were anointed by the Ninth God, in the first place. On the day of the meeting, your Archbishop presents you with a heavy gold chains to wear around your neck, especially for the occasion. It is tradition for the Monarch to wear these at holy events. The so-called herald doesn't have any of these now, does she? Before heading out, you quickly check in with Alistair. You look positively radiant today. Truly a monarch blessed by the Ninth God. Can't wait for this to be over. Not to worry, I'm sure it'll work itself out soon. Alongside your advisors, your husband and your honour guard, you make your way to St. Bertrand's Cathedral. Grandee Tristana is waiting. We gather here today under the guiding light of the Ninth God to mend this rift that has so damaged our kingdom. Not since the trials of... I'm as pious as any, Grandee, but can we skip to the important part? Indeed, have at it. We haven't got all day. The Archbishop clears his throat. I invite the noble Tristiana to the pulpit to speak on the Grandee's behalf. Thank you, Your Holiness. Let's just let her speak. As the Archbishop said, we're here to come to an understanding. That is, to receive the Ninth God's wisdom and understand his will, whatever that might be. Even the monarch themselves can agree to that, surely. Wait just a minute. What's that noise? Sounds like the groaning hull of a ship in a storm. The groaning quickly becomes an explosive rush as the sound of a giant barrel bursting startles the assembled nobles. It's St. Bertrand's Brewery, the massive facility right next door. A tidal wave cascades through the stained glass windows of the church, a tidal wave of beer. Before anyone can react, the room is awash with pungent alcohol. The sheer volume is enough to thrash people against the stone walls, or carry them out the front door, down the street. Uninterrupted is about... Sorry, no law. Before anyone can react... Okay, yes. My husband! Where is my husband? The absurdity is overwhelmed by raw terror. You fight to keep yourself above the thrashing waters and avoid taking in too much liquor. The sign we were looking for. The Ninth God has struck down the non-believers before our very eyes. A miracle. That's when you realise the grandees are all seated in the gallery above the central hall, completely safe from the flood. Their claimant too, standing majestically atop the raised pulpit, is unharmed. Sign? What? Tap tap? Yeah. Help me! I don't know what I can do. Oh, is this the sign from the Ninth God? Oh my god, okay. So then, I want to have a look. The Grandees won. Who have we got in the Grandees? Whopper, Dean, Advisor, Magic Bones, Simsees, and Gibbo. Between yourselves, dictate what the incoming claimants' primary ambition will be. Bring the traitors at once! But your shouts come out as gurgles. More and more lager floods into your lungs. The weight of your massive gold chains pulls you beneath the waves. It's not long before your limbs tire and your lungs burn. You can only pray that Tristiana and the rest of the Grandees have an even worse time ruling than you. Your final thoughts are a doomed realization that drowning in beer isn't as pleasant as it sounds, followed by an acknowledgement that there are, in fact, worse liquids. Mercifully, you lose consciousness before the river of alcohol carries you to the sewers. GG, everyone! We got 2 shouts for Faith, 1 for farming. Looks like Faith, I think. But yeah, GG everyone. There's going to be another game right now, so I'll set it all up. But let's read this first. In what became known as the Thirsty Fellows' Miracle, Monarch Dimitry and all their supporters were drowned in a flood of beer from a nearby brewery. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the counts were forced to retreat to their secluded castles and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new eastern claimant would arise, and when they did, the counts would be ready. This is the Grandees victory music. Don't get used to it, we don't get it often. Hold on. You can, I don't know, is the soundtrack still free to download? Can't remember, was it free to download? I think it was. I think the Count's victory is the best one. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the Counts were forced to retreat to their secluded castles and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new eastern claimant would arise, and when they did, the Counts would be ready. It's never been free, but it's on Bandcamp. Oh, okay, there it is, sorry. I vaguely remember something about it being released. The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption. What's new about that? They failed to gain the throne, lost money in the process, a bad investment. The Grandees swept happily into the sudden power vacuum. After all, hadn't the Ninth sent a miracle to ensure the most holy Tristana took the throne? Even the other nobles found it hard to argue. Monarch Dimitry to Sodden. Very sad. Very not cool. Orgrim's the wealthiest. Best never next. 700 gold. Not bad for the poorest. Finally, Queen Tristana is Queen. Yeah, Queen Tristana. Looking regal. She's going to have her work cut out for her, but we're going for a faith victory apparently, so should be okay. Alright, I have some quick errands to run where I've got to change some stuff in the save file. So give me like a few minutes and then I'll set up the game. Alright, I've just got to tweak the save file so we don't get paper news. Everyone get up, get a snack, go to the bathroom, do whatever you like. We'll be back in a few minutes with the new